𝘠𝘕𝑚 recently launched 5 brand new basic cap styles that are fairly affordable. I am here today to show you Flirt in the color Espresso. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm partnering with 𝘠𝘕𝑚 to bring you this review. I actually have all 5 of their brand new styles, and I'm working my way through reviewing each one of them so that you can have all the information that you need to make a good decision. And if basic cap wigs are on your radar, then maybe one of these could be for you. 𝘠𝘕𝑚 is a wonderful major name brand because they generally are affordable. And I love the price point on a lot of the 𝘠𝘕 wigs, so I'm really excited to bring you a more affordable major name brand. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. I do cover color in depth in my wig reviews, and that always comes at the end. So if you are just here to see about this color, you can skip ahead to the color segment because I timestamp all the major segments in the description box below. So drop down the description box, go to the timestamps, click on the time next to color inside, and you'll be able to watch color inside and then color outside. But before that, let's talk about this style. When I first put this wig on my head, I think I'm gonna date myself a little bit here, but it reminds me of Joan Jett's hair back in like the late 70s. I'm not exactly sure when that was, sometime in the late 70s, early 80s, with this sort of shag haircut. I'd say one of the most important things to know about this wig, besides the fact that it is a basic cap with no lace features of any sort, it does have a fair amount of Permatease. There is volume up here. There's Permatease all the way around the cap up here, and I can feel it. It is kind of that traditional poofy Permatease. So if you want to get in there and really zhuzh up and get a little bit of lift and volume in this style, you absolutely can do that with this one. And while I know Permatease is not for everyone, I do hear from some of you guys who are always looking for that next poofy full wig that has a lot of Permatease, so I definitely want to put this one on your radar if that's you. This does have a lot of layers. We do have a full bang, and actually, while this bang is a little bit long for me, I am actually making it work pretty well by just fluffing them up a little bit and sort of pushing them over. I have a video showing how to use a thinning razor to trim up bangs. Anyone can do it. It's really easy. Kind of foolproof. You don't have to have a steady hand. I'll make sure that video is linked below in case you find yourself with a wig that you're struggling to wear because of the full bang. And since this doesn't have a lace front, you really can't, get those bangs up in the air because you'd be able to see that hard front. So that's the inside the cap. Really dark because this is a dark color, and you can see there's no lace here, no monofilament. We've got open ear tabs, and there is a lot of hair sewn in on those ear tabs, so you're getting a lot of really good coverage on the sides. This one has kind of an extended nape. It's an open extended nape, and then we've got Velcro adjusters, and the rest is open wefted. So it definitely has all the right cap features to try to make this a little bit cooler. One of the struggles with wigs with a lot of Permatease is Permatease can act like insulation, and so if you run hot all the time, I usually recommend trying to stay away from a lot of Permatease just so that you can get a lot more airflow through your wig, because let's face it, we're wearing something on our head, so every wig is going to trap a little bit of heat in. How much heat is going to depend on a lot of factors. The density of the wig, the Permatease are two things that are impacted by that. And I would say this wig is, well, it weighs 3.35 ounces, so I would say it's relatively lightweight. It doesn't have a lot of density or a lot of hair, but it does have that Permatease, so it gives it the appearance of more hair and more fullness. And I think there are a lot of things, if you do run hot but you also love Permatease, you can do about that. One of those things is to kind of tuck that hair to get as much of it off the sides of your face as possible. You could wear this one in a low, tight ponytail, and that will also help to get a lot of that hair sort of up off your neck. So while I think wigs with Permatease can run a little hotter, I really do believe there's some things you can do to mitigate that. And for those of you new to the wig journey, you don't know if you're gonna like a wig with Permatease, I love these cloth headbands to style my wigs, and not only does it allow you to change up the look, which can really help you to feel a little bit more normal in your wigs, but it can also tamp down volume. So when you're new, you have no idea what's gonna work for you. You don't know if you're gonna like a basic cap wig. You don't know if you're gonna like a lot of volume. And so having some techniques, some tips and tools at your disposal will help you to kind of navigate that. And if you get a wig that's a little bit too poofy or voluminous for you, know that you may grow into that. And that can happen a lot in the beginning of a journey. But throwing a headband on, look at how different this wig looks. I mean, honestly, and then smoothing it down, tucking it behind your ears, suddenly this isn't super poofy or full. And that's a great way to work your way up to maybe styles that you'll end up loving, but in the beginning are challenging for you. It happens to all of us. I will make sure some of my favorite headbands are linked below. I just get them on Amazon and truly can help enhance your wig wearing journey a lot. So let's talk about fit. Main Attraction is generally known for running pretty true to average. This wig is really huge on me. I think this wig is running average large. Not all of their wigs fit quite as large as this one's fitting me right now, but it's huge. I would have to wear a wig grip with this one, and I would have to cinch it in all the way. And I can pull both sides almost fully over my ears, which means it's really big on me ear to ear. All of my measurements are in the description box below, so you can compare them to yours. I include everything, even kind of my bang measurement or my forehead to chin, so that you can compare that to yours and even maybe get a sense of the length on you, because all of our measurements are going to be slightly different, and that really will impact. I think I have a fiber stuck to an eyelash. That will really make a difference in kind of how it looks on you compared to me. But I really think this cap is going to fit up to average large really, really easily. Has a ton of stretch, really stretchy, and just in general running really big. So if you have more of an average petite head, or you have found some of the major name brands to run large on you, this is going to be a challenge for you. Now that said, there are tons of videos on YouTube showing how to sew wefts together to shrink up a wig. So that is one way to expand the inventory of wigs that will work for you. But if you've been looking for wigs that are a little bit larger, this one definitely is that. And this is made out of regular synthetic fibers, not heat friendly. So if you needed to mess around with these bangs a little bit, maybe they're not laying exactly how you like them to lay, you would need to take steam to this in order to change the style. A clothing steamer, even just a cheap clothing steamer, works great for that. I've noticed sometimes these little front pieces feel like they want to stick out a little bit. A little bit of a steamer with maybe a small round brush or even a comb will make a huge difference. Obviously, don't do that on your head. Do it on a mannequin head. And I can link some options below in the description for you, but just wanted to point that out because I know oftentimes when you're new, you're surprised by things on the journey. For me, I just expect to potentially do a little work with every wig that I get. Once you learn these skills, it won't be that big of a deal, and actually could be really, really quick. So don't write off a wig, even if it's got a few little quirks or challenges. You can work through them. I have tons of videos showing you how. Let's talk about this color, Espresso. So this is a medium dark brown with medium brown highlights. I would say it's pretty dark brown. It's not really red though. And these medium brown highlights, you can kind of see it. It's just a little bit of a dynamic dark brown. It isn't a flat color at all. It's very rich though. I would say it's more on the warm side because of how rich and chocolatey this color is, but it isn't red. I wouldn't really call this a red color at all. I'm not seeing really auburn or red or anything in here. So if you love super dark browns, you want it to be a little dynamic though, you don't want it like black, this could be a great color for you. And I know quite a few of their styles come in this color, Espresso. This would have been the color I would have chosen in the very beginning of my wig wearing journey. This is very, very close to my natural bio hair color before I lost most of it and it turned so ashy and kind of gray, but it's a beautiful, rich, rich dark brown. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Oh, and I just will say, I don't think this is terribly shiny. Some regular synthetic wigs can be a little bit shiny, and some colors can be shinier than others. I'm just not finding this to be terribly shiny. Maybe a little bit, but it's like healthy hair. It's not fake shine at all. So even if you're seeing shine in this video, please note, I have so much light on me so that the camera can pick up detail that it can make something look shiny that really isn't. So I do try to tell you what I'm seeing with my own eyes, because the camera can't always give you accurate representation. So just so you know, I don't think it's shiny. Let's get outside. Thanks for watching, and I'll put some details and a link and all the good stuff in the description. And also note that I usually have a lot of helpful videos in the description, so don't skip the description on my videos. You might find a tip or trick video that you've been needing. So just a little hint. See you guys soon. Here's Espresso. Direct sunlight, no clouds. It's directly overhead. Such a rich, rich color. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.